Hello, Carrie and Nathan. I know you're both working in World History A right now with National University Academy in the online course. I wanted to just take a few minutes. I know both of you've run into a little snag right now with the textbook, and in Carrie's case, Carrie, you probably put some time into studying and reading pages 2 through 27, and then realized, hey, wait a second, I just read the wrong material. Nathan, you did about the same thing, and then realized there was the online uh, or the copied sections of the book in the doc sharing section. Um, I'm using the headphones tonight. My daughter's asleep, and the I have some dishes going in the kitchen that are being washed. So I just want to instead of talking at the camera at full volume, I'm gonna keep things low key. But anyway, like you needed to know that, not really. Anyhow, I wanted to just see if I could help you get going on the course and go through some of the pages where you should start, and then for each unit kind of help you identify the pages and the sections that you'll need to focus in on. I'll be sending each one of you, or I should say, I'll be uploading each one of you the doc sharing files that you will need for units 2 through 8 that'll help with studying for the quizzes. On that first quiz, I'd like you to maybe meet with me in class live and go over how to approach the quiz. The quizzes aren't developed to be a kind of gotcha moment. They're not meant to um, be a lesson in what is the teacher thinking. It's an opportunity for you to use the textbook and with my guidance see how to study for the exams both. So this will help you for your CSTs, but also in college and just with reading comprehension. Now, you're both excellent readers, you're both excellent communicators, so that's not going to be an issue with you as far as reading comprehension, but I do want you to take the time to study for these exams, and I'll help you along the way as we go. Um, Normally, there'd be more students in your section of the test. Right now, it's just the two of you, Nathan and Carrie. Um, Let me go through the page numbers with you since that's been the major issue thus far. First, let me go to the new text for Unit 1. Carrie and Nathan, the book that you'll be using, the larger book, Enlightenment in Europe, pages 629 through 635. And then Enlightenment spreads pages 636 to 639. And the American Revolution, pages 640 to 645. You'll want to, for the discussion, you'll want to answer the VARC questionnaire, but you'll also want to hit the drop-down menu where it says select a topic, go to monotheistic religions, and the key there is to understand that monotheism did help unite people. The polytheism, the one drawback is while gods tended to be aligned with regional identities, with regional aspects of the environment. You might have an agrarian god in one section, and you might have a hunting god. You can think of Artemis, you can think of Demeter. So these gods were related to what the people did and how they understood their relationship to the earth around them. Then when we get to the sky gods, we have a different relationship in Egypt, and then with Akhenaten's acknowledgement of a one god, a sky god, and of course him trying to fuse himself to that is going to lead us closer and closer to the Hebrew God of Abraham, and then later to Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and of course the monotheistic religions, even though they have their rifts and even though they have their obvious political and socioeconomic issues that wrap them in just as much human conflict as any other group, they still tend to unite as far as the group is concerned. And I'll let you debate that on the monotheistic religions topic. But that we're bringing up that topic as a way to ignite the discussion on the process of democratic government, believe it or not. And then Enlightenment thinkers. Which Enlightenment political thinker had the greatest impact on democratic ideals and why? Defend your response with examples from the book or other resources. Now you remember for your reading for Unit 1, you're going to need to go to the Enlightenment in Europe, page 629 to 635. And if you turn to 629, what you're going to see there is, where it says Enlightenment in Europe, you're going to see the scientific revolution. You're going to see a review of the rise of democratic ideals, and Voltaire, Montesquieu, Rousseau. So read through all of that. When you get to your assignments, it's going to ask you to name some examples from the prologue in your text. Now, complete the assignments before you complete the quiz. So just name some examples from the prologue in your text in which the positive impact of the ideas of democracy helped promote democracy in other parts of the world. Explain your choices. You can do this by reviewing this passage in these pages that we're discussing right now. So the reading should go from 629 to 645. And it goes from the Enlightenment in Europe to the American Revolution. And then you have to think about where have other democratic governments, or even we can discuss Republican governments, both have representative governments, whether they be direct democracy or indirect democracy. And we'll talk about the differences of those two. And then for your quiz, just make sure you're taking notes as you're doing the reading, and you'll do fine on that quiz. Let me go through the Unit 2 readings, just so you know what to do for Unit 2. I did post, you'll see where it says Chapter 6, that's the old text. You're going to be in the World History Patterns of Interaction text, European Renaissance and Reformation, starting with Chapter 17, pages 468 to 468 to 502. Review Enlightenment Revolution on Chapter 22, pages 621 to 645 to prepare you for that information. You're going to want to look at the Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, and Voltaire primary resource documents, or primary source documents. So that'll get you going on Units 1 and Units 2. I would like you to be sure in your discussions to quote the text, respond to one another. There's a question in Unit 2 on the scientific revolution. The question is, how did people respond to the scientific method? What sort of changes did it cause in society, and what did people question about it? And then Enlightenment influence. Let's look at how did the ideas of the Enlightenment influence the American colonists. So while it's a world history class, we are going to bring things back to the colonial experiment and talk a little bit about how those changes in Europe had a huge impact on this colonial project in the Americas, specifically with respect to the British colonies. All right. Well, I hope that helps, and I wanted to let you know, Carrie, because I did get your email tonight. That's why I'm doing this. And for you, Nathan, I want to encourage you to get in there, support your arguments with the textbook. I thoroughly apologize for any confusion that may have been caused by the different textbook versions. And I know, Carrie, you sent me an email tonight saying, hey, Mr. Goyette, you know, I opened the quiz and I said to myself, this is nothing like what I just read. And all you were doing was following instructions. So that has to be frustrating. So I want to apologize on behalf of, well, just the course structure. That should be improved now. So look for those new page numbers, and if you have any questions, please email, call, or Skype. A great way to get a hold of me is Skype during the day. The only time I'm really away from the computer is when we run our PE classes, or if we're doing our coaching for the Upward program, or if I'm in a meeting. But give me a call, Skype, email, and I will get back to you within the day. Because this was a concern that I had to jump on right away, I don't like students not to have access to resources. And some of you study at night, some of you study early in the morning, and I don't want to be the one holding you up. I want to make sure you have answers to your questions. So I'm hoping that this will help you get on the right foot. You'll notice those new page numbers in there. Call, email, or Skype, and I'll talk to you soon. Um, and of course, we'll respond to you in the discussions on the discussion board. Talk to you later. Bye.